Well, oh, there we are.
Hey.
We'll just make a public announcement in a minute.
Make a PUD what?
Public announcement.
I thought you had a PUD work announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Spoken to Heard open mic here at Kickbutt Coffee in Austin, Texas? Yay. I'm Ernie B. Here's your host, Hot Tamale and Lost in Thought.
And the lovely Lost in Thought.
Yes.
Because he's a gorgeous bitch. He really is.
Yes.
Check out his punk shirt. Check out your punk shirt, man. Repping the worm.
I guess you can't get
Repping
any
worm
more.
suicide.
I guess you can't get any more punk than gay sex. So.
Okay. If that's the definition of punk rock, then I'm doing it wrong. All righty, what's happening, Kickbutt? You're about to witness the best, the baddest open mic in the ATX. Spoken and Heard live every Sunday night at Kickbutt Coffee, music, and booze. That's right, this is not your average ordinary coffee shop. We do have a full bar. And behind the bar tonight, we have the pirate Jacob, who will keep you fed, caffeinated, and buzzed. But fill his tip jar with plenty of dead presidents because you know why? That's just nice. That's why. You got to tip your essential staff, your wait staff. I want to say tip me because I'm a cashier, but we don't take tips, unfortunately. Even when they say keep the change, no, it's for you. I can't keep it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, if you want to come up here, sing your song, dance your dance, strut your stuff, and dance better than that. Anyone could dance better than that. A pill bug could dance better than that. Well, like I said, if you want to come up here and do your thing, come over to Lost in Thought, me, Hot Tamale, or Ernie B behind the soundboard. Go over to Ernie B just so he can say...
My camera was frozen, but I just got it unfrozen. There.
Wonderful.
Yay.
Yes.
Alrighty, and...
Not an image.
Pirate Jacob, what are the drink specials tonight? Whatever you want to drink, consider it special. How's that? Okay.
And for those-
Special.
Those of you here in the audience that aren't aware of what's happening, we're live streaming, and we have live stream participants in the show joining us from here in Austin, North Carolina, and Houston.
And Houston.
And they can see and hear us, and we can see and hear them.
We can see and hear you.
Is there anybody out there?
Whether we want to or not.
Yeah, this is true. Okay, so you want to go ahead and get started?
Sure.
All righty, to get the night started, we have the hype man himself, the wonder from down under. Give it up for Tom Moonbird.
Oh, baby. Diwali, Austin, Texas style. Inspired by the 38th Street Austin Light Show, independently run for so many years now, holiday seasons, we notice how South Austin Christmas lights have started beaming even before Thanksgiving. Our barrio neighbors had strung colored lights in strings and others had nailed many lights all along their rooftop. It's almost winter, darker, cooler, colder. Light is as much a spiritual one. So we decided to do Diwali, Austin style. Ben Franklin strung hundreds of lights on pulsing cycles along our walls among the trees. He installed mirrors to magnify the effect and projected images on our walls. This was just like a Hawkwind Pink Floyd concert sans music. So then he plugged Alexa in, so holiday music and images could be both heard and seen. Our yard is now the brightest star in South Austin. Joggers with dogs get blinded by the proliferation of visual happiness. Cars slow down and stop. Neighbors amp up their light sources too. So now South Austin can be seen from spy satellites. Usually we leave lights up post-solstice, so it cheers up and levitates the mood of our neighborhood. So if you're flying over the capital of Texas anytime soon, look out your aircraft window, look down and see a plethora of beaming, strobing, pulsing, throbbing lights pumping up these Saturnalia seasons. Be of good cheer. Soon it will be another new year. Yo, welcome home. Hey! Stop.
All right.
Hey, thank you, Birdman.
All right, give it up for the hype man, Mr. Tom Moonbird.
Bird is the word.
Alrighty, hashtag go up here and save Kickbutt. Make sure to buy food, buy drinks. We've got a lot of delicious stuff back there. Okay, Ernie, I know you didn't introduce me to the chef. What was her name again?
To what?
Introduce me to the chef here.
Oh, Tina.
Tina, okay. I got a chance, and I don't know what the name of the sauce was. I think it was called Watt sauce. It was a hot sauce. But she gave me a taste of it. I mean, we're talking like a little thimbleful size, and it was so freaking good. And she told me that she had been cooking it for about 2 or 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And she was like, oh, it was like 20 bulbs of garlic, 35 habanero peppers, and all this stuff. I was like, good God. Like I said, I've got this little container at home, and I've just been putting it on everything that I'm eating, from like chicken sandwiches to like chicken spaghetti. It's so good. I put it in everything.
And might I add, usually by this point we'd say something about the masks, but like everyone is abiding by it.
Not yet, but yeah, everyone's doing real good. I just gotta emphasize how good everything here is. It's delicious.
No, but I wanted to recognize that though. That like, yeah.
We will, but yes, and like Lawson Thought says, congratulations, you guys are abiding by the mask very well, wearing them properly. Thumbs up, yes. Not like some of the people I see at work that always have their. I mean, we're talking. Some people will wear their mask like from their upper lip down, and I'm like, really? That's it?
Yeah.
I want to say dick knows, but I'm customer service. I can't.
Well,
do
you can
that.
say it here.
Well, you just did.
No, I'm saying I can't say it at work.
At work, okay.
Yeah, I'm customer service. I got to be like this.
That makes sense.
Hi. So, like Lawson Thought said, you guys are abiding by the mask law very well, very good. But just a little footnote, you want to perform on the stage, got to wear a mask. Want to be in the venue, got to wear a mask. Plain and simple. The only time that I mean, we're not going to force you to drink your beverages through your mask. That's just ridiculous. Go ahead and like eat your food, drink your drink, but then please restore your mask.
You know, I tried to get one of those masks that have like a zipper for a mouth.
My daughter has one for her trumpet.
Really?
Yeah.
But I read the reviews and they were all like 1 star. They were all like horrible.
Yeah. And I actually did see a mask that had combination like goggles attached to it, but people were like, it just fogs like crazy, and my glasses already fog like crazy, so I don't need help with that.
Yeah.
So, are you going to introduce the next act? Go for it.
So, coming up next to our stage, I think he premiered last month, but give it up for Nikki.
Woo!
Nikki. Wahoo. Woo, woo. Spray it, baby. Spray it. Birdman.
Do you have a plug for that guitar? Okay, there's a cord hanging right off the mic stand.
Right there.
No waiting, no delay. He used to come to Kickbutt. I remember that
A long
guy.
time ago, I don't remember it too well.
That's all right. I remember the way you speak. It was really elegant. Very dry.
Checking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9er. I'm usually tuned about half a step down. This is going to be a new experience for me. This song's called Last Man Standing. Shut your eyes, angel, and fly. Drifting on through the sky. And all these nights I wondered why I'm on this side of the ground. World keep turning round and pass me by. I'm the last man standing at the shootout. What's gone can never return. Time's all just a dragging me down, like whiskey losing its burn. Spare me your words of wisdom, I won't see them again. All things on the good Lord's time. Does it matter in the end? Yeah, I'm the last man standing at the shootout. What's gone can never return. Time's all just a dragging me down, like whiskey losing its burn. Last man standing at the shootout. What's gone can never return. Time's all just a dragging me down, like whiskey losing its burn. Thank you so much. We get two or one.
You can do another.
Do you know that? This one's not totally prepared, so I'm gonna do the abridged version of it. But I won't need to pick. If you don't want this, it's yours. Oddly enough, I almost hit my coffee throwing it, so I think it's going straight back to me. But anyway, this is the Cavatina. It's an abridged version of a Stanley Myers piece made famous in the film The Deer Hunter. Never performed it live before. Well, I seem to mess that up, but I'll keep going. Thank you. Thank you. That's Stan Myers wrote that one. John Williams, who wrote the Star Wars soundtrack, arranged it for that. But thank you so much. I want to dedicate that last one to those of us who don't make it. So thank you. We good to unplug?
That was nice. He said he'd never played that one live before, so that's a kind of a difficult piece because it's a very brittle piece. It's very, delicate.
I was going to say delicate.
Delicate, yeah, that's the
brittle.
word I was looking for, delicate. And so there's lots of room for error, but regardless, he had good feeling and good feeling about the whole thing.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, that's another thing. He was saying, those of you online, you couldn't hear me. It's supposed to be on a classical guitar, not a steel string guitar.
Yeah.
I thought it was very apropos for like the holiday season too.
Deer Park.
It was very groovy. I wanted to go order a green tea and just veg. It was.
Uh-oh. Joe B said, how long will y'all be there?
We're locking the door, Joe.
We're locking the door right now, Joe B.
Okay, just a little 411 for those of you that don't know. Joe B is our founder. He is the founder of the insanity you see here today.
Yeah, we're just getting started, Joe B.
He picked us.
So you can thank him for being your hosts.
Good. All right, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, as long as the audience keeps coming up with some singing, interpretive dance on how much you really hate your boss, what else? Here, I'll just while you're talking, I'm gonna figure out an interpretive dance about how much I hate my boss.
So someone asked me, and I know you always have an inventive answer, sis, but like
okay, he goes, he's on his way. # ramming speed.
Wow.
Oh shit.
But someone asked me, can you be filthy here? And I was like, look at my shirt.
Can you be filthy?
Yes.
That's so puritanical, patrician, whatever. I don't know what the right word. I don't have my thesaurus in front of me. But it's like I've told my kids. They're both writers and artists. My daughter's a graphic artist. She's drawn 2 of my tattoos. But I tell them sometimes, when you're writing something and you really don't know the right word to say, sometimes only a spicy word will do.
Mm-hmm.
And I've not that spicy, but it's like I've told them, I'm like, they're free to express the way they talk, the way they want, as long as it's not directed at me. You know, they can say like my daughter's going, oh, my friend can be such a bitch. And I'm like, okay, well, what's up? What's going on? But if they ever came home and said, Mom, you're such a bitch, I'm like, okay, how do you want to die? That's what would happen.
But sometimes bitch
So-
can be a compliment, like being a badass bitch.
Well, that too, but not coming from your kid.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if a customer said, wow, you're a bitch, I go, thank you, have a nice day. I know how to play it. So, who is coming up next?
Who indeed is coming up next? Oh, wait.
You're the one with the master list. You
I
didn't
told
give
who
me
was coming
nothing.
Up next.
Huh?
I told you he was coming up next.
No, you didn't. Oh. Well,
Wakey, wakey.
honestly, for those of you that have tuned into the Austin weather in and around, we noticed on the drive in there were like swarms and murmurations and crowds of birds all over the
Starlings.
place. Yes, they were.
Yeah.
They were. I swear, me and Ernie were eating our Texas Whoppers, just watching them. It was like Birdapalooza out there as the sun was setting. It was pretty incredible.
Every time I walk on that side of town, I always feel like Mel Brooks in High Anxiety.
High anxiety.
Yes.
But coming
I
up,
sent them up there to you.
but coming up next to the virtual spoken and heard stage, we have Birdman 313.
Okay, this is a piece I wrote. Just about three hours ago.
Oh,
If it went that long. So I never read it, you never heard it until now. It's called Invisible Enemy. A new enemy has emerged with a burst of destruction. It is one that is invisible to the world, invisible to vision, and invisible to common sense. People are getting sick, dying, and feeling like there is no hope for a future. Cruelty and its impact have wrecked this country as others have felt the hurt. Businesses are folding. Family gatherings, vacation, and socializing have come to a halt. Mask wearing is the new wardrobe. Yet youngsters still walk around with their face uncovered and their pants down. Medicine is being developed, but at what cost? People are scared that they may be forced to take the vaccine and become lab rats. There is no faith in rush medicine because there is no faith in our so-called leaders. This invisible enemy has put people in lockdown and in temporary bubbles. It is hard to trace its origin. No one really knows how, why, where, or when it arrived. The mass spread of infection is it due to lack of communication and resistance to simple preventive measures? Some say it spreads through poor air circulation. At one time, senior citizens were thought to be the most vulnerable. But after many months, it seems any age, race, or financial status is now vulnerable and can become a casualty. This is truly an invisible enemy. The entire world has watched as this destruction, chaos, and blindness roams all over the world and changes lives in this world forever. Thank you.
Yay. Ooh.
Alrighty, give it up for Birdman 313.
Yes.
Birdman, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, I don't know if you
Yeah.
saw my Instagram picture with all those birds all over the place. I should have tagged you in it.
I seen it.
Okay, you did.
I
Good.
seen it.
Good.
I seen it.
I should.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Did
not
you
yet.
see mine?
I just posted mine and then
okay.
run up on stage, but
Oh no. Okay, I haven't seen that one yet. Then
yeah,
I'll
because
look.
I was thinking it's like as soon as I saw all that, I was like, I should have put this. Reminds me of Birdman 313. Especially with all your like coastal pictures and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty.
Yes.
On the
Oh, you ain't
coast.
seen the new ones yet.
Lost in thought.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite drink that you get here?
I like to mixed up. I do like Alyssa once made me this raspberry white chocolate frap mix. It was really good.
So no chocolate covered cherries or a cherry cordial.
Actually, yeah, there is one that tastes like a cherry cordial, but I can't remember what it was.
I always get him on that because he likes talking about cherry cordials.
It is. There was this one drink that tastes just like a cherry cordial. It's delicious, and I can't remember what.
But there are a lot of delicious things to eat here, delicious drinks to drink, and there's actually a menu of spiked shakes.
I've had them.
If you just want something to drink, but you also want a little kick of booze in there, check the menu. It's delicious. I think one of my favorites is like the Neapolitan.
I think there's even a drink called Crunchberry something because it tastes like.
Yeah, I think so. They kind of like add some little flavored liqueurs and stuff to make it taste like Crunchberry cereal. Alrighty, so Lost in Thought, who is coming up next?
Who is indeed coming up next?
Oh, man, you got the list.
I do. I have the master list. I am the master. So,
Yeah, that's the wrong thing you want to be saying right now.
oh yeah, you're right. Oh my God, that is terrible. Oh
Yep,
wow.
you said it.
The only way that calling someone master is acceptable if you are in a consensual,
BDSM.
thank you, relationship. That's the only way that I can say that it's acceptable. Anything else is
Or
like
a master sergeant.
no. When just master by itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or a masturbator.
A lot of us are familiar with that.
What you do in your own time is your own business, Tom.
Master beta or master VHS?
Okay, you know what? I'll say that. I'll say that. I'll say I meant to say masturbator. I didn't mean to say master. Sorry, people. So quite a save. Coming up next, he actually premiered a few weeks ago, and now he's coming back up to the stage. Let's hear it for the incredible music of James Tabor.
James. I'm sorry, when he was introducing him, at first I thought he said James Taylor. I was like,
It does say it's
he's
very
here?
similar. It's very, very similar,
It's
but I don't
very
think we're
close.
related. Can I have one for the guitar?
I can sing on this one if it's easier to, or which one is easier?
Sounds of progress.
Sounds like whoa. I don't know if that's what it sounds like. Yeah, okay, so how's everybody doing tonight?
So far, so
All
good.
right.
So yeah, I wanted to. I played a few of the songs I wrote. I got a few more. Some of them that I wrote a while ago, in my earlier days. But you guys haven't heard them, so it's kind of new, kind of old. So yeah, I brought two songs. One of them's kind of a fun song. One of them's kind of a slower song. I kind of write both, like try to do a little both. So what do you guys want to hear first?
Whichever one you want to play
Okay.
first.
So this song's kind of tongue in cheek. I had a pick somewhere.
There's one on the floor over there by that chair.
I got one in my pocket. I found one. Okay. So the song is called I Used to Love a Girl and She Was Crazy. Okay. What am I attracted to? I thought she was just quirky and cute. But vision over time grows deeper. Turns out she just couldn't keep it together. Oh, I used to love a girl and she was crazy. One day she went and lost her mind. Thought we had something special, now I know the truth. She wasn't crazy about me, she was just crazy. Oh, I know it's hard to cope when whenever you are at the end of your rope. But I try every day to make it. I guess some people just don't know how to take it. Oh, I used to love a girl and she was crazy. One day she went and lost her mind. I thought we had something special, but now I know the truth. She wasn't crazy about me, she was just crazy. Whew. Yeah, it's a fun song. Okay, yeah. And now the next one, do it with my fingers. Okay, so this one, it's kind of, so back in the olden days, if you used to, get lost, you were driving your car, you'd pull over and ask someone directions because you didn't have like a map, on your phone back in the day. So that's kind of the idea for this song. Could you help me find where I'm going? Seems that maybe I have lost my way. See, there's something I'm trying to find. Lost it somewhere down the line. Where I've been, I can't bear to stay. If I could go, if I could fly, I'd set sail and go on away from here. Things just have a way of passing me by day, year after year. Do you think that I should change directions? Does this road that I'm on come to an end? It's been a mighty long road, you see. Sure took its toll on me. I'm hoping things will clear up round the bend. If I could go, if I could fly, I'd set sail and go on away from here. Things just have a way of passing me by day, year after year. Could you help me find where I'm going? Yeah. Thank you very much. All right. Who's next?
Oh my God. Here.
Let's give it up for James Tabor. You know, with that first song you were singing, especially the way you were singing it, I kept picturing like subtitles appearing under you and this bouncing ball, like you know, like following along, like
We
kind
have
of a
got
karaoke,
some.
like everybody, it's like.
You know it's gonna be good when Lost. I mean, if not just completely baffling, when Lost in Thought goes. You know what that makes me think of, and you're like, uh-oh.
And not to not to toot my own horn or sound a little
Toot, toot.
egotistical, but when I hear you sing, because people used to tell me all the time whenever they have a conversation with me and then they read my poetry and they're like, it'll be like two completely different people, and it's like when I hear you sing, it's like this different persona almost, yeah, and it's.
That's a compliment.
Yeah,
In
it
case
is.
you're
It
okay.
is. Sorry.
I'm just kind of like spit it out. Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. So Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next? Since you have the list.
The list.
The list. Oh, am I doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. I swear, if anybody finds a mask that says I'm pierced under here, let me know. Send me the link. I want it. Because it's true, because I've gotten 2 new piercings during COVID and can't show them off. I'm pretty freaking ticked about that. But like if you see a mask, because I've seen individual masks that's saying I have a septum piercing, I have a lip piercing, I have a tongue piercing, I have a nose piercing. No. I just want one that says I'm pierced under this, and that will kind of cover all of it. But coming up next to the virtual Spoken and Heard stage, live via Greensboro, North Carolina, give it up for Reggie Goodwin.
Reggie.
Why is it this song, every time you come on, this song happens to be the one that's playing?
I guess this is my elevated music jam.
That's right.
So I'm gonna start with some recent shit.
Recent shit.
Yeah.
This one's called Y'all Kida. I wrote it last month. Slipshod, Bankshot, Slapbox, Keystone Cops, Million MAGA March, Boogaloos, Proud Boys, KKK, and neo-Nazis post-Charlottesville showing up for Stop the Steal rallies when they couldn't give a rat's ass about democracy. 73 million of them, despite the evidence, voted for the sociopath. In 2016, they had the excuse of not knowing he wasn't as obtuse emoluments he hadn't yet abused. They voted for him despite hearing him on Access Hollywood. 81% of white evangelicals and 53% of white women voted for the pussy grabber and white supremacist. They had 4 years to observe him. His over-the-top statements, his slurred speeches, his slipshod, bankshot, slapbox, Keystone Cops, magical thinking, name it and claim it, rounding the corner, it will all magically go away soon. Norman Vincent Peale, Yang Yang, plan with no plan, the closest thing he's come to Zen. On not managing a global pandemic is obfuscation so myriad to reach Olympic status, simultaneously achieving entry in the Guinness Book of World Records and his soon-to-be unique entry in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. What's more disappointing are the 73 million citizens after Jewish synagogue shootings, after attempted Muslim bannings, after El Paso Wall Street massacres, after ripping children from parents fleeing violence, from Birth of a Nation to The Apprentice. It is, as Woodrow Wilson said, history written with lightning. After 250,000 plus dead Americans, want 4 more years of this. I got another piece.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this one.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Excuse me, I had a burrito
Was
earlier.
that for me? Okay. Well, then I better explain the title to this piece. It is Latin. It is called Damnatio Memoriae. So you can say Latin shit. Though Latin, it was not used by the ancient Romans. It first appeared in a dissertation written by a German scholar in 1689. Modernly, the term means oblivion, condemnation of memory. It means ridding yourselves of the train wreck you collectively experience. We've all been harassed and harangued in national trauma, corporately experiencing PTSD, moving forward from the shell shock of 2016. His current griftomatic blender is putting us all through a mini puree as he refuses to concede. He's raising more money now in defeat than he ever did running when he was supposedly trying to win it, which is why his consigliere, Michael Cohen, said he never meant it in 2016. He's following a script. Obama was born in Kenya, not in America. The system is rigged. Always the poor little bizarro Richie Rich kid who has a spoon shoved up his ass since birth when his father should have used a condom or his mother swallowed. Now it's send money now to the election defense fund that doesn't exist. We'd like to say that about Rudy Giuliani's flatulence. He's making the rubes pay his bills during a pandemic. Nero fiddled. He's tweeting and golfing. The Georgia rally for Purdue and Loeffler, I don't go out on a limb predicting it a complete disaster as he tiptoes the minefield of his own creation. The system is rigged against him. I didn't lose the 2020 election. Vote for Poobah and what's her name in the June 5th runoffs. After an hour and 45 minutes riff, he gave them two. The same strategy worked really well for Arizona's Martha McSally as their brief political careers go down in flames and they rightly face legal hearings on selling their stocks after coronavirus briefings, investing in stay-at-home software for Zoom and Skype meetings rather than briefing their Georgia constituents on what was coming. They want to be in the rehire line for doing absolutely nothing. Damnatio memoriae, condemnation of memory of him personally. Do not forget his negligence during a pandemic. Do not forget his criminal malfeasance. Do not forget his violation of emoluments. Do not forget his violence to the Constitution. Do not forget stock trades on tragedy to the enrichment of Purdue and Loeffler. Do not forget to vote them out in the January primary runoffs. Do not forget the 275,000 plus Americans that won't be here with us this Hanukkah, Christmas, Yuletide, solstice. But aren't Satan personally? Forget him. Give the narcissist after January 20th at noon a fate worse than death. Condemn his vile memory to oblivion.
Ernie B. Woo. Leave it to Ernie B to make a what? Ernie?
That was the wrong track.
All right, give it up for Reggie Goodwin. You know what? I disagree with calling Trump Satan because honestly, I almost feel like Satan would be a little more understanding and compassionate than that grease spot. Seriously.
I believe that's why he has never died, because heaven doesn't want him and hell doesn't want the competition.
No. Hell doesn't want to clean it up. Like, ew, what the?
Yeah, he does have an incontinence problem.
You know, I seen that on Twitter. Somebody, what you just said, Reginald, somebody had posted that on Twitter.
Noel Castler, he was the showrunner on The Apprentice. He said they used to call it in the background the shit show. He's been wearing Depends since the 90s.
Okay.
I don't even feel like drinking my drink now.
Well, so much for coffee. Anyway.
We're trying to sell food over here, man. Come on.
And then the drink specials. Anyway. But like I said,
you need a drink after that.
There's delicious food behind the bar, and there's also some amazing giant cookies. Do I see the gluten-free chocolate donuts? Okay, yeah, because
pizza.
Let me see. Oh yeah, and the pizza complete with Elgin sausage.
Yeah, the pizza is awesome.
Elgin sausage.
It's when you're in Texas, it's Elgin, but I I gotta concede
You
to the
don't
Chicago guy.
you don't ever have a Belgian waffle. You have a Belgian waffle. So why would you say Elgin? That makes no sense at all.
Because
That's like when you go to San Antonio, all of a sudden it's pronounced Houston. It's Houston.
You're in
What's wrong
Texas.
with
You're
people?
in Texas, Chi-Town.
What's
Get
wrong
used
with
to
people?
it.
No, it's not just Chicago. It's everywhere else in the world except here.
Anyway,
They
whatever.
pronounce it
Ernie,
Houston in New York.
lost in thought. Smack Ernie behind the back of the head because we're
That would
trying
not-
to get our next person up here.
That would not be wise.
Yeah, that really wouldn't, trust me. But coming up next to the stage, we have Michelle.
Yay, Michelle. Wonderful. Welcome back.
Michelle with the action sports.
Yay, Michelle.
Doing? Happy holidays, everyone.
Happiness
I got 3 for you
everywhere.
today. Just okay. So everybody's been doing. How's everybody doing on the Christmas shopping? Because it
Shopping?
so kind of like wait until the last minute. I hear you. Well, I was in a thrift store, and Austin's good for its thrift stores, so you can really find a lot of good stuff if you have patience. All right. So I wrote just a short one called Thrift. The thrift's a gift that uplifts. The mind it drifts as problems sift. It calms a rift. The thrift's a gift. That's the first one. It's real small. Thank you. All right, so the second two are kind of like talking about the narcissist. I've been kind of doing a lot of studying on the narcissist, and I really love the music of this one called Narc Survivor, but it's awesome. The guy's from England. He's great. You should check it out. All right, this one's called I Know Too Much. I know too much of love and such, controlling clutch. I was your crutch. You crunched and munched, had me for lunch, no bouquet bunch. I had a hunch you were too much. I know too much. What's I know too much? Thank you. All right, the last one's called, again, still about the narcology. It's called They Always Tear You Down. So, you can literally be dead, and they'll still be kicking your body. I learned this about it. So it's like, you're not going to win, okay? So it's like, All right, they will always tear you down. Don't bother keeping them around. When you're up, they're feeling down, so they have to kick you down. Make you feel like you could drown. They want to steal your crown, so they can see you frown. They don't want no one around, 'cause they want to astound. They confuse and they confound, where the old you can't be found. They're all bloodthirsty hounds. Don't bother keeping them around. They'll always tear you down. Thank you.
Sarah, now I'm thinking about action sports. That's what you mess with my head. Give it up for Michelle. Woohoo!
Hey, Michelle.
Oh, and I feel like a Simpsons commercial. Not Simpsons. There's an episode that they did when they didn't sell enough cookies and orange drink at the school assembly, and they said, "And make sure to get some cookies and orange drink for the long ride home." And I was just like, that's what I was gonna say for the long ride home. Make sure to get a cookie, something like that. Lost in thought. Are you writing?
No, he's back here behind me going, I don't know what he said.
I know, it's like, he stage whispers even when we're not on stage. I was like, dude, you're steaming my ear like a dumpling. What the hell? It's really, it's like, ugh, get away. Okay, so coming up next to the virtual spoken and heard stage, is she still there? Yes. Give it up for Breezy Love.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, we don't hear you. Wait.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got
Can you
you.
hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, happy Sunday.
Yep.
You all have been missed. I will do 2 poems for you guys. And oh, what happened to my? Oh, you gave me quick music today, Ernie. All right. Well, let me get started. So the first one is called "Got Milk." A nourishment for the body. A nourishment for the body. I've got enough to fortify. Certified to give mouthfuls of heavenly produce. Milk waves hydrates my brown skin, builds me up from limb to limb. We cradle in bed with newborn sin, refresh good morning to quench the thirst. Muscles relax, I open my mouth, drinking more. This difficult taste, never a waste. For our gluttony need to replenish and reproduce. We feed each other's needs. I open my mouth just to say good morning, my king, again and again. Each day is wrapped in a blessing. Got milk? Yes. Each day, sorry, got milk? Yes. I also will provide the sweet and brown honey. Milk does the body good indeed. We know this to be true as we disperse those seeds. We can make others believe in our carbon copy model. The model is still got milk as we moisten these silk sheets. Second one, thank you. Second one, brown girl. Brown girl, where did you come from? So brown, I'm not sure. So I feel so dumb of not knowing the nationality where you with these complexities are formed. A beauty of your unique bazaar, your beauty and strength, Sierra Brown, familiar. You remind me of a fox. Those eyes ties not in mine. You remind me of Consuelo. When you cook for me in a sweet simmering flow, loving your braids naive peaches red, likened to the cardinal's red, your hair. But I dare to care and ask, brown girl, what part of the world did your beauty come from? No question is too dumb. Please respond to kill my curiosity. I am from all nationalities, all the glowing of all humanity. Brown girl. Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Sound.
Yep. We can't hear you, hot tamale. We can't hear you, hot tamale. Can't hear you.
I
Can't hear you.
know.
That was
Okay,
my
there
bad.
we
I
go.
stepped outside for a second. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. I was
You
actually
can't do
trying to
that.
talk up loud because Ernie had to step out and do something. Oh, okay. Who was it? Give it up for Breezy Love. Come on, Ernie.
Yeah, I had to get my. I knew something was wrong. I didn't have my 5 hour.
Oh, that's
Why do I feel so?
Hey, is the seal still on
Yeah.
it? Okay, I thought you might have put, a little 5 hour off in there.
No. I actually bought these earlier in the week because I needed one for. I had a video shoot on Tuesday.
No, that was
on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Then I had a show Friday. I had a show Saturday and a show Sunday. So I went ahead and just bought 4 of them for the at once. So I didn't have to go back.
Ernie B, 5 hour the Disco Days pack.
I should get sponsored by these guys.
You really should. We used to work with this guitar player that had a Monster sticker on his guitar. He was always drinking Monster, and I just kept waiting for one day he'd get a Monster tattoo on his ass. I was trying to.
He was trying to get sponsored by Monster.
Yeah, trying to. All righty. Again, don't forget about the drink specials. And I keep wanting to say mimosas and Bloody Marys because that's what I'm used to. But basically, every drink here is special. Drink it. It's good. You'll help kick butt. Coming up next to the spoken and heard stage, let me see. Eddie, are you going to need some prep time? A little bit? Okay. So, huh? No. I was actually going to just pull something out, like while you're waiting. Lawson, what I was gonna say, Ernie B, give me a little intro because he's got to prepare.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from center stage here in Austin, Texas, we have the one, the only Hot Tamale. Gonna read you some. Oh, you're not gonna read. She's not gonna read anything.
I'm gonna sing.
Oh, she's gonna sing some shit. I don't know. He caught me off guard.
That was some 70s Wolfgang Jack, what the Wolfman Jack stuff. What the hell? Okay, Ernie. Could you give me a little bit of effects on my voice?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know what you're doing.
Okay, I'm just gonna
go.
I'm gonna sing a cappella. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
You're mine, and we belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity. You're mine, your lips belong to me. Yes, they belong to only me for eternity. You're mine, baby, and you will always be. I swear by everything I own, you'll always, always be mine. You're mine, and we belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity, eternity. Thank you.
Phone reader, nothing cheater, eternity. That's what the subtitles say.
I'm hot now.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out the chords over there. I heard him.
Oh, okay. I did hear that at the very end.
Tamale, I may have to talk to the people at Swisher House about you.
What's that? What's that?
Swisher House.
Swisher
It's a record label here in Houston.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd love to get a record contract. That'd be awesome.
She's like, oh my, I didn't even do my hair.
Oh, I didn't practice a speech. Oh my God. No, but hey, that would be awesome. Like I told Ernie, you know, like especially with COVID going on, and everyone's always thinking about what you want to do with the rest of your life, what you want to do, what you want to do, what you want to be, what you want to accomplish.
What they do.
All the answers are I want to sing. That's it. I want to sing.
Huh?
I'm always like at the end of work when I'm like shelving and there's not a lot of customers, I'm always singing and I always hear the managers going, yeah, on the other side of the store, but okay. But yeah, I would love to sing, yes. Talk to somebody. Thank you. But coming up next to the Spoken and Heard stage, are you ready to go? Yeah? Unless, do we need to like...
No, he's ready.
Okay. Coming up next, we have Eddie Navarro.
Yay, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Come on up,
And
Eddie.
for English-speaking people, Eddie Navarro.
Yes.
Navarro.
AKA Vivid Nothing. Watch, donate, procreate. This is called extraterrestrial.
I'd like to remind everyone this show is being broadcast in 720 in stereo.
But there's nothing happening.
Is it playing? I don't have anything.
You got the Frank Zappa stuff.
I don't have a signal. The trouble is not in your set.
What trouble? What's happening?
He's trying to get his playback track playing.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Is it plugged into the right output of the computer? Pull the cord out for a second. Good. No, I don't have. Touch the tip of it. I don't have anything. Hold on.
So Sherlock Holmes and Watson went out for a weekend in Wales to be in the country and see all the stars at night. And they went out there and they had a wonderful time camping, and it was really good. They set up the tent and they meditated and they looked up at the sky. And Sherlock Holmes said to Watson, "What can you see up in the sky?" And Watson said, "I can see lots and lots of stars." And Sherlock Holmes says, "And what does that mean to you, Watson?" "Well, it means we're in the country and we can see all the stars." "No, Watson, it means they've stolen our tent."
I know where you got that from. Thursday night.
It's a good joke, isn't it? Yeah. That was Jerome's joke. It was a really good one.
Yeah.
And the vaccine, if it as a sexual app, that everyone would take the vaccine if it was a sexual app. You know?
No.
No, that's what Jerome said. You know, then you never.
You know, it's a good thing you started talking when you did, because I was on the one breath away from telling a joke.
Oh, that's all right.
Is it gonna be funny?
Oh, the Zen joke. Take all the punchlines out. So
Okay, I think we got it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Freeze.
Abundance of worlds. Each flash of light is an Earth-like planet. Continuous consciousness, exploration, consistent, ventures and forever. Born and reborn, infinity existence. Our captors of toxicity shoved me down the rabbit hole, a free-falling void of obscurity. And to the future you, the demon wouldn't let you see. Antichrist stole the seeds, searching so long to catch your breath, praying to hold you tight, shelter you from the storm. That we've been fighting what feels like an eternity to set you free again, to be again, to set you free, to fly with me, to set you free, hold you tight, safe, cry with you, fly with me. Higher vibrations, try with me. Leave all behind, fly with you. What feels like an eternity since I've seen your face. While the green vines and the empty streets are overcovering and grown, losing grace, I feel like I'm fading over you, praying for the vines to wither away. And our captors of toxicity shove me down the rabbit hole, free-falling void of obscurity. Each flash of light is an Earth-like planet. Continuous exploration, consistent ventures forever. Born and reborn, infinity exists. We are a vision of ourselves, simulation of reality. Your only chance of holding on is just being in the moment. Be here now. Remember, we will make it somehow. Thank you. So I have two more, if that's okay. So this one is called We Are Not Separate. The words are with Alan Watts. Next up to that is Ancient Cosmic Wars. And here we go.
Don't want the reverb and all that?
That what I am involves what you are. I don't know who I am unless I know who you are. And you don't know who you are unless you know who I am. As a wise rabbi once said, if I am I because you are you, and you are you because I am I, then I am not I or you are you. In other words, we are not separate. We define each other. We're all backs and fronts to each other. You know, you can, for example, have two sticks. You lean two sticks against each other, they stand up. It doesn't support each other. Take one away and the other falls. They interdepend. And so in exactly that way, we and our environment, and all of us and each other are interdependent systems. We know who we are in terms of other people. We all are together. And this is, again and again, a serious scientific description of how things happen. And any good scientist knows
Thank you.
All right. Eddie Navarro,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen. And his bag of tricks.
Yep. He's a trickster.
You know, actually, what I was going to say before when we were stalling for time there, I was going to tell you about the time I got pulled over by a cop for running a stop sign. Cop pulls me over and goes, "Hey, what'd you run the stop sign for?" I said, "Hey, I don't believe everything I read."
Okay.
Thank you.
See, I'd have went to jail if I had said that. They took me to jail for saying something like that.
Now, Ernie, you need to tell them the story about when you got pulled over and they woke up the chief.
Oh, that's too long. That's a long story.
No, well, go ahead.
No, I don't want to tell that right. I'll save it for another day.
We got time.
No.
Save it for a dead spot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, that's a good to fill in some dead air.
Honestly, it's the situations that Ernie B has gotten himself into
and out of
and out of. I'm just like, dude. And that's why I tell him there was once I was like, Ernie B, you live a charmed life. He's like, yeah, I do.
I didn't say that.
No, you didn't.
Ernie
I
B, you ought to
said
hear some of my
you do. I
stories.
said you because just a quick example, real quick. We were once running to a gig in Floresville, running late, had to go through Austin traffic, so you know how that works. And we were in our gear truck, hot, dirty, dusty. It was a miserable summer day. And we were starting to get into San Marcos, and Ernie goes, shit! And I'm like, what? What's wrong? I forgot my bass.
Or I said, I think I forgot my bass, so I pulled over.
Yeah.
To check to see if it was in the back.
And he did. And we, like I said, we had just gotten through Austin traffic, and we're like, oh, God, do we have to go through that again? And he's like, no, I'll find one in a pawn shop. Are you serious? No, I will. We pulled off into a pawn shop heading in the direction of Seguin, Texas, and he finds a black bass.
Wonderful.
Charmed life, I tell you, charmed. Anybody else would have been ripping up and down.
$70, I think it was.
Wow.
He got me through the gig, you know. There's no way we were going to be able to turn around. We were in a box truck, you know.
Yeah.
And there's no way we're going to turn around and drive all the way to the north side of Austin again, and then back through. So there's no way in hell we'll make the gig.
And then we would still need to set up our lights and sound. And
that would have
like,
taken
no.
That would have taken 5 hours, you know, 4 hours at least.
And I tease him now when I find the bass. It's like it's got a little black plastic strap. It's kind of like half size.
Well, it's got a small body, but the neck was straight, you know, and that's all that really mattered. And I got paid, so that's really all that matters.
This is true. He did. And I tease him for that. Like, check it out. It's Ernie's first bass. It's just so small.
It's a cheap bass, but like I said, it was one gig. It got me through it, you know, and I got paid. So that's all that matters in the end.
That's why I said hashtag Ernie B's charmed life. Okay, so Lost in Thought. Who was coming up next? We were gonna. Got it. I just after I told that story, I kind of blanked out. Don't forget about the cookies. Don't forget about the drinks. You know, I'm actually thinking about something sweet, so I'm gonna need to go ask the pirate Jacob to maybe make me something. But coming up next to the virtual spoken and heard stage, we have the ad-lib stylings of Tom Moon Bird.
Yeah, hi, Ben. Are we ready? Here we go. Hey, Kickbutters, I'm going to take you on a trip. You ready for a trip? I'm going to take you on a trip. What we're going to do is we're going to go from Utah. Utah is a 4-letter word. We're going to go from Utah to Romania to California and back to Austin in one night. And the thing's called Leave No Trace. At first, they thought it was an artist. A monolith appeared in a remote location in Utah. Then a replica appeared on a hilltop in Romania. Both were man-made structures, not alien technology. Now, the Utah structure has been taken away by 4 men who uttered the Burning Man mantra, leave no trace. Everything evokes previous mysteries, crop circles appearing in wheat fields all over the world with harmonic patterns that defy simple pranksters, temporary art by Scottish artists who document ice, snow, and leaf structures. All as temporary as time, like the original monolith in 2001, A Space Odyssey. Now you see them, now you do not. Now there's one at ACC on the block until someone builds another one in some unpredictable spot. Our world is one, united in media, news, music, poetry, and art until damaged, destroyed, demolished by Christians. There you go. Happy everything for solstice. Monoliths remain. Monoliths today. True story.
All right, give it up for Tom Moon Bird. Ernie B.
I don't know why the tracks are getting all mixed up today.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm never going to play it.
Okay.
Sorry, Tom.
Well,
That's
look
okay.
at it this way, Tom. I think he played you a dance mix of about 4 of them all at once.
I'm still kind of getting on the live feed on that people are actually watching at home. I'm
That's
still
good.
getting this kind of an echo thing happening. It's not really loud, and you can understand like what you guys are saying. I'm getting the echo on the Skype calls, but you can still understand what you're saying. But it's like in the background, and you hear this echo. And I mute our microphones here because I was thinking, well, maybe since we hear you out of the PA speakers here, maybe the signal is coming into the microphones and back through again and creating an echo. But I muted the mics and it's still there. It's like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not crazy loud. It's just kind of
It's Ernie. It's witchcraft. It's witchcraft.
It's just kind of in the background. So I'll figure it out one of these days.
Yes, you will. Like the monitor on stage. You figured that one out.
What's that?
The monitor on stage. You figured that one out. And there we are.
Yeah.
They can all see us. Hey,
it really helps.
Hello. It does. Visuals.
Because I notice when you guys read, the people that are here, they'll look at the monitor and.
Do they see the subtitles?
It was actually.
No. Do they see?
No, wait, hold on. I was asking Hot Tamale. What'd you say?
It was actually really cool when you had your when you had your front of house back there, and you had the monitor right in front of it, and people would be facing me and Lost in Thought. We go, ladies and gentlemen, so and so. They'd clap, and then they'd go like this.
Yeah, then they'd have to turn around though.
And I go, for a split second I was insulted, but then I was like, oh, the monitor. Okay.
Audience aerobics.
So.
Yeah, eventually I want to get some big, 30 or 40-inch TV monitors up on either side of the stage. I think that would be.
Can you get that projector, kind of like?
I don't want a projector. I want monitors.
Monitor, like a lizard.
Leave it to Ernie B.
Projectors are a pain in the ass because then you got to deal with the screen, and all that. It's like, I know, but I don't always want that screen down. It takes up half the stage. It blocks the lights. It blocks the logo. Damn it.
We got Birdman in the house.
So
we got
coming
Reggie in the
up
house.
next to the spoken and heard stage.
Wait a minute.
Wait, lock the door! Lock the door! No! Lock the door!
Lock the door. We're closed.
We're closed, sir. Security!
You guys have to guess who came in.
Jacob, get him.
Yes. Alan 615. The flounder.
Alrighty,
The flounder.
so coming up next to the spoken and heard stage, we have Lost in Thought.
Yeah.
No. Da 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 da.
Yay! First, I want to say I can't believe Joe B is here. Yay!
You better believe it.
Okay, so I actually just wrote this just now.
New shit.
New shit. I've recently had to unfriend a fellow poet. That's how far this has edged into our society. How far the lines have been drawn. Because it's no longer about opinion. It's no longer about, well, everyone has different viewpoints. You just have to let it be. Well, I'm sorry. This is not as simple as just having an opinion anymore. This is not just about the simplicity of compromising your beliefs to find common ground anymore. There is no common ground anymore. If you think the only importance of the police after all of this is simply to not resist arrest, you are a racist. Because you are fully aware of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Trayvon Martin and all of the other black victims, and you're saying that their deaths were necessary, that it was necessary to only use brute, inhumane force, and that it's okay to not enact any kind of special skills the police force have been trained to do, so that death is the absolute last resort, so that death isn't even an option. You're saying their lives are not important, that the rule that applies is a bullet and a gun, and fuck whoever gets in the way. If your reaction on Facebook is to put a laughing face to anything saying about holding people in power or cannibal, or how grim the Trump campaign has gotten. There is no excuse for that. It doesn't matter if your rationalization is that you think it's funny how bad things have gotten, and you've just got to laugh. Here's a tip. If you have to explain it, it's not a good idea to post. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's a poison, bitter salt in the wounds of the people that have been affected. Because people dying in hospital beds, hospital staff having to make a Sophie's choice in regards to their patients, people that have lost their homes and their jobs with no way to find any kind of stability. When was the last time you looked at any of this and thought to yourself, yeah, what a laugh riot? If you're someone that only wears a mask when you're told to, then you're not just displaying your right. You're not just having an opinion. You are a murderer. You are converting your perspective into a dangerous assault weapon. Because look around you. All this talk about others destroying the country, when you're doing a bang-up job of that all by yourself. Because you're not just a mouth breather anymore. You are what is destroying this country. Because you are a walking doomsday device. If you are supporting Trump after all of this, then I'm sorry. You are part of the sickness. You are stubbornly holding on to some kind of sick, selfish pride of watching a man that has far beyond just lost the election, but is putting himself ahead of everyone else as his people are dying, as people in his very cabinet are becoming infected, as your country is becoming the #1 hotspot in the world for a virus that is responsible for thousands of deaths a day. And all you fucking care about is an ideal. You are saying not a belief, but simply an opinion is worth more than someone's life. I'm sorry, but fuck you. People have been talking about a civil war for a while now. But from what you can hear from this piece, the civil war is already here. Because these just aren't assholes with opinions. Because how can there be any kind of civility or any kind of neutrality between disagreements if there's no one left? Woohoo.
That was great.
All right, give it up for Lost in Thought. Oh.
With a nice family piece.
It was excellent for the kiddies.
Something to read to the kids down by the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of what's that Christmas story? And up on the roof there arose such a clatter. It's like, fuck you, Trump. There you go. That's fine family fun.
Isn't it? Yay.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so I was gonna see if Element 615 wanted to get on the stage, but right now
I think he's conducting some business right now.
He's placing an order.
Mm-hmm.
He's conducting some business.
Some counter drink or plant or food.
But coming up, I know who's coming up next though.
You do? Yes. Do tell.
Uh-oh.
Well, introduce. Here, wait. I got to do the Karate Kid. Hold on.
Coming up next, you know him. You think of him.
You know him.
You are aware of him.
Did he just say you think of him?
He didn't think about.
Might I introduce Mr. Birdman? 3, 1, 3.
Mr. Birdman.
Okay.
Hey, that's kind of
while you guys are giggling, just think of one thing. I have to give this man a ride home every Sunday. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Okay. I'm gonna read something on a lighter note than what Lost in Thought did. And this one here, I'm working on a video. As soon as I can get my doggone player up, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on a video. And as you know, I do a lot of beach poems. I do a lot
Yeah.
of bird poems. I
Yep.
do a lot of water poems.
Yep.
Guess what? Quality time at the beach. Okay, quality beach time. Watching the sun sparkle off the waves is so relaxing and beautiful. It makes you want to throw all your cares and frustrations away and run into the waves. Anger and hostility are no longer felt. A breeze speaks to the world as clouds remind us that peace is still here. Watching the seagulls and other birds flying above searching for food. They seem to float peacefully in unison, looking out into the far distance where the sky and ocean seem to meet. Some parts of the ocean seem dark and lonely, but the sun brings light and life to these parts that seem unreachable by man. I dream of going to these places. Vision and imagination brings peace for a quality time at the beach. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike, yeah,
Oh,
there it is.
Yay.
Give it up for Birdman 313. Ah! Ah! I had to do it. That sounded like a guy falling off a cliff. That didn't sound like a bird.
Sounded like budget sound effects.
Dollar General sound effects.
I always thought of the most boring horror movie ever, where everyone in the movie was talking like, "Oh no, it's a skull."
I smell coffee.
Respect that voice.
Okay, well, the pirate Jacob is behind the bar, so take advantage and not of Jacob. Of the
Not that he wouldn't mind. I don't,
Yeah, I know.
Well, depending on who it was.
It
depends on who it is.
It's COVID. We're all touch starved. But do not take advantage of the bartender. Take advantage of the bar and go over there and get cookies, coffee, fraps. I'm still thinking about getting something in a birthday cake or vanilla frap. I'm not sure.
Yummy.
I know. I'm tasting something that's similar in taste to just a regular vanilla cone that you would just get through a drive-through.
See, me and Jacob were talking about that last week.
Something better.
We were talking about vanilla cones and Dairy Queen last week, and I had a craving for a vanilla chocolate dip cone. I haven't had one of those in ages.
I got a little factoid for that. Every time I see a dip cone from Dairy Queen, that kind of reminds me of when I was a little girl. I used to have to get those allergy tests on my back. You know, the ones where they scratch you and add the allergens?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my mom would be like, well, if you cry, you get a plain cone. If you don't cry, you get a dip cone. So I would be there holding my breath because I wanted that dip cone. I wanted that chocolate dip cone. Hell yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna send one of my carrier pigeons up there to get me one of them bottles of Crown and one of them pizzas. So hey,
Can't
be looking
guarantee
at
it'll
the
be
door.
warm when it'll still be warm when it gets there, but
Birdman 313, the bird whisperer.
not unless they know an express route.
Oh, you gave me an idea for a poem.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta write
write
that
that down
down.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm suddenly reminded of the Pelican Brief.
Okay.
He really is writing it down. Look at him.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Hot Tamale.
You're welcome.
You're all right.
She'll be expecting her residuals once you.
I'll send you my bill.
Resid.
I'm a walking muse. What can I say? See, I've inspired Ernie to write countless songs. No, I haven't. Ernie, shame on you. Okay, so who's coming up next, Lost in Thought?
I know who's coming up next.
You do?
Because I already told him.
You did? So tell him.
He's standing.
Huh?
He's standing right there.
He's going, I'm making my way to the stage if you guys would shut up. Okay, go ahead.
So, but where's your spritzy? What? Wait, don't not yet. Coming up next is James Tabor. Now you can spritz.
Hello again. All right, so yeah, back in the day, it was a few years ago. I did one of the comedy open mic nights here, and so I work at a bakery, and sometimes I like just going on Yelp to read the reviews. I like reading the bad reviews because they're funny. So here's one that a customer is a 1-star review, and I just think it's kind of funny. So I'll read it. Okay. The staff was extremely rude because I did not know I could not place my bakery items in the box myself. The staff watched me do it and smiled as I was doing it because I am a friendly person. But as I placed my box on the counter, she said I did not do it right and proceeded to tell the other cashier what I had done in front of the other customers. Then as another employee entered the bakery, she told her I didn't do it right to embarrass me further. She said that they are to place the bakery items in the box and not me. I told her that it was my first time at the bakery and I did not know the rules. I did not appreciate her embarrassing me in front of customers and sharing with the employees. Could she just charge me for purchase and let me move on? My son was outraged and did not want me to give my money, but I was hurt and did not want to be as rude as she. I now knew the rules and wanted to pay for my purchase and move on. I told them I did not appreciate the service, that she was watching me do the boxing and could have told me that I was doing it wrong before I reached the cashier. Honestly, doesn't deserve 1 star. But the baked goods were terrific at a good price. So that's a 1-star review. I thought it was kind of funny, so I wanted to share it with everybody.
Shared shit.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, hopefully someone got an inner chuckle from that.
Where's the host? And there's still dead air. Give him 15 seconds to get up there. And there's still like, oh God.
Well, the dead air was actually the next poet.
I literally had to chase his ass up here because he kept trying to will the next act to follow.
The music's playing. Gives you plenty of time to get up. It's not like you got to cross a football field to get up there.
I know. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the king of dead air himself, lost in thought.
But let's hear it for James Tabor and his bad review reading.
His 1-star review.
Yes.
Let go.
So yeah, but Ernie, the dead air was going to be the next poet. Duh.
But see, can you imagine how much dead air there would have been if I didn't play any music?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I heard Joe. What you miss all this bullshit?
Because here we have Gala Sama, the friendly kickbutt ghost.
What?
Crickets! Would you introduce the next performer? Criminy crap.
Well, I'm already hearing from his reaction that he's thinking, I miss the good times. And why wouldn't he? Because, we're good. So coming up next, let's hear it for the inventor of Kickbutt, the founder of Kickbutt.
He invented Kickbutt.
Yes. The very reason why you're listening to me on this stage go on and on
Dear
and on
God,
and
help
on.
us all.
Coming up next, we have Mr. Joe B. Element 615.
I don't think he wants to go up now. Not after that intro.
All right, so for those of you watching, for those of you on stage, behind the bar, in front of the bar, wherever you are, didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did, and I have to accept that. Clap if you are next to someone beautiful. Or wave at your web camera, or whatever you're doing. That's a pretty dope camera. That's pretty cool. Hold on, which one am I? Can you see me good, okay?
Yeah, I got you zoomed in. Yeah.
Boom, thank you. You're not doing the thing where you zoom in on my face like in an 80s or 70s rock video, are you?
Like just on your eye.
You know, like
your eye and half your nose.
I keep thinking about Lost in East LA when Cheech tried to start up that rock band and the camera kept zooming in and out. Don't get me started on that movie. I'm a poet. I have to read stuff real quick. Okay, hold on. So this poem, I'm working on both a new book and a new album. I'm about halfway through, but I'm not going to tell you which half is bigger because writers. But this is a poem from the book, and it is called Writer's Block. If I am made in God's image, I wish I could ask him how he dealt with writer's block. Then again, I wonder if that's what's happening now. I wonder if we're living on the last page and he's just staring and wondering how to finish it or where to go with it. I wonder if the meek will inherit the earth because the rest of us didn't wash our hands of what we ought not have sullied our palms with in the first place. I wondered if he was tempted to hit backspace. I mean, I know he makes no mistakes, but I wonder if he's even considered a purge or at least a defragmentation. Maybe we're a virus in his operating system. I know he finished this story a long time ago, but I gotta wonder if even he was tripped out at this point in the story. I mean, even I surprised myself in mid-development, but given the direction of the narrative, the way it's going so far, what if we are living in a plot hole? Even as the world turns, you can hear the axis grind, and you have to consider that the earth may be telling us that this is our stop. You have to wonder what's coming. You have to ask yourself what's going to happen this time since the last shampoo didn't take. We make this planet ache with her, and our chief physician is concerned with the prognosis, displeased at the way its inhabitants have become insects, that we have went from being cohabitation to an infestation. Given all the system issues, I wonder if he's considering fumigation. I wonder if he's warned other beings on other planets about us. I wonder if we are the beta test for life elsewhere. If we are Sim, he wishes he didn't have to finish so soon. Maybe the Bible was him just taking notes on how he will write a very better story next time. I wonder if we're just a rough draft and he just can't wait to get started after he's done revising and editing. And if so, I really just want to ask him, how do you deal with writer's block?
Yeah.
What happened? Oh.
Spritty. Let's hear for Joby! Yay! I'm waiting for hot tamale spritty.
All right, I'm ready. Keep your underwear on.
Okay.
You didn't even use that mic.
Spritty.
Dork.
Yeah, these guys get a little. For those of you guys at home, we and here too, they spray the mics, to sanitize them. It kills all the germs, but they kind of get spray happy even when they don't use a mic. They'll still spray the mic again anyway.
This one, he'll be spraying. He'll be talking on a mic like this, and he'll spray the mic before he comes back to it. And I'm like, while he's still there, I'm like,
And then you wonder why we ran out of spray. I had to use a different brand. I mean, it still works, but it's all I had left.
It's like that song by Lit, I'm my own worst enemy.
No comment.
That's true.
All right,
We
who do
got
you
Reggie,
have
we
coming
got-
up next to the spoken and heard stage? Lost in Thought.
Well, Tom already did my job for me.
Did he really?
Yes.
So bring him up. Lost in Thought.
Yes. So coming up next, yeah, we do have Reggie Goodwin. Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's give it up for Reggie Goodwin.
Yay, Reggie! That's awesome.
Gotta give him that. See, now we got a different intro for you.
I'm gonna read some old shit. And it's a love poem to an artist that died. I wrote it the morning after I found out she passed away. This is for LaDonna Adrian Gaines. You know her by her stage name, Donna Summer. Muse. So December 31st, 1948 to May 17th, 2012. I wrote this May 18th because I couldn't sleep, and it's called Muse at 4 a.m. I am in love with black women because she was original Eve, given his bone of his bone, flesh of his flesh, created from the best part of himself, square root of a rib, rounded rear and breast, making her his side-by-side companion. I am in love with black women because she can make coffee, beans, do-rags, and strawberry sexy. Check out D. Brown series, often faux imitated. $30,000 boobs lobbed at bombs lobbed at boob jobs, butt jobs, liposuction, lip injections of silicon, hours spent under cancerous ultraviolet tanning beds, cornrows renamed the Bo Derek. Yet her grace and beauty to her face unappreciated, as she was anointed with Ankh natural beauty, alighted from Cyrus, melanin rainbow prism by the warmth of African suns in Eden. I am in love with black women because she, like Donna Summer, can croon I love to love you, baby, or an operetta a cappella and mean it. And before any man with gonads calls her outside of her name or raise his fist against her, bringing upon himself shame, realize she is the square root of your heat, chocolate, caramel, high, yellow, lovely, from the ocean's passage over diaspora seas, and like Josephine, deserves our respect and reverence as queens. Donna is an Italian name which means lady or lady of the home, a title of respect, equivalent to Don for men. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's hear for Reggie Goodwin.
Give it up for Reggie Goodwin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ernie B, who's losing his mind behind the controls.
This thing, it doesn't. It keeps rolling on to the next song. It doesn't stop. You know.
It does. Folks, if you looked at it, it kind of looks like a virtual tape player from Radio Shack.
It does. It has a little cassette in there, and the wheels actually, the little caspins, they spin.
What are they called?
Caspins.
Caspins?
The two little wheels on your cassette inside. They're caspins. Well, what drives the cassette?
Yes.
You know, Ernie B,
I learn something new every day.
The font on your shirt, I guess it's the combination of the font and the mic in front of it, kind of like cutting off the words. It is making me think of the Witches of Eastwick because of like how the font is.
Didn't I tell you every time Lawson
they
Thought
they are witches. So.
Didn't I tell you every time Lawson Thought says it makes me think of? You're like, uh-oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're either gonna be flabbergasted or you're gonna laugh your ass off. 99.9% of the time,
Or both.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah. Where you're just like, where the did you get that from? Okay. Okay, like I said, the first time I met this guy, he was talking about peanut butter and Barbie doll heads. So yeah, I can't believe I continued this
I can't believe you still remember that.
I do. It was about 12 years ago, but like that's the weirdest thing that's ever come out of him, and it keeps going.
I can relay that entire idea.
No, don't keep going. Okay, so lost in thought. Did you want to say like a little PSI?
PSI?
PSA.
Yeah,
sorry.
Who's PSI? Okay, so we are approaching the end, my friends. If anyone wants to come up, if anyone else wants to come up and speak, speak now or forever
sing,
hold your
interpretive
peace.
dance.
Yes.
Something like.
Breezy love.
Speak now or forever hold.
Michelle? Okay, Michelle wants to go up again. You got her. James?
Oh, no.
Eddie?
Eddie wants to go again?
Okay, Michelle and Eddie.
Yes.
Okay, so who's coming up next? Okay, I need a coin to flip.
I already know who's coming up
I
next.
don't have a coin to flip. Huh?
I already know who's coming up next.
Who?
I already know who's coming up next.
You do?
Yes.
How about our
Color me shocked.
how about our online folks? Did they want to go again?
Yeah, Miss Breezy Love hasn't gone a second time yet.
Breezy wants to go again.
Okay, so go ahead.
So I guess a round robin.
Yeah.
She rocks in the. Round robin, not robin.
So coming up next, we have Michelle.
There he goes with the spray again.
Hold on.
Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. I have a short one and then two long ones. So, two Modelo's, tall glasses glow, conversation flows, time moves slow. God only knows where this will go. Two Modelo's. All right, where we stand. If I don't know where we stand, how can I understand? Trust you like a man with some evil plan. From your hands, justice I demand. Time sifts like sand. So tell me now, where do we stand? All right, my last one's called Inhumane. Again, about the narcissist. Inhumane. It's insane. Trusted mind games of blame and shame that overcame. It's tears of rain, all loss, no gain. It's glory vain, like raising Cain. A shaved off mane, an injury mane. Where blood just drains, it can't be tamed. No other name defines the pain that's inhumane. Thank you, folks. Good night.
Hey, Michelle. All right.
You guys say that into the microphone.
I'm not using the mic right now because they're.
Stand in front of a microphone that somebody hasn't used.
Let's hear from Michelle. Yay! Spitzy.
You know, the chances are that the mics are pretty saturated anyway.
Yeah.
And everyone's wearing masks too. So.
Chances are.
Okay, continue, hosts.
Okay, so.
I'm waiting for him.
Coming up next to our stage, we have the calm rhythmic sounds of Eddie Navarro.
Wait, did you just say rhythmatic?
Yes.
And he displays no rhythm as he exits the stage.
Yeah.
Rhythmatic, yeah.
I guess that was rhythmatic. I guess that was rhythmatic.
How's everybody feeling? A little rhythmatic right now?
And Eddie Navarro and the Rhythmatics.
Yeah. Play it, Eddie.
No relation to the Eurythmics. There's a little more improvisation.
All right, give it up for Eddie Navarro. Bye, Michelle.
Bye, Michelle.
I'm sorry. Here's another flabbergasted moment as I watched Lost in Thought proceed to try and cha-cha. Yeah, see?
Oh.
See? Got the reaction I wanted.
There was a moment
like,
there when Eddie was playing where he stopped, and I don't know if it because you started hitting the flute. I don't know if it was like clogged or something, but just right when you stopped, like the reverb decay stopped, everything stopped, and I think the air conditioning shut off all at the same time, and all of a sudden it just felt like a vacuum. Like it got extremely quiet. I was like,
witchcraft.
Yeah, it just felt like I was in space
and
all of a sudden.
nobody made a noise.
Yeah, it was like absolutely like zero. It was like we were in a vacuum all of a sudden. It felt weird. I was like, okay, there was no ambient noise in the room.
Witchcraft.
You know, so
For a sound engineer to say it's really effing quiet, you know it's quiet.
something over here shut off. I don't know what it was, but there was like a drone, like a din over here.
Like a fridge or something.
Yeah, like a refrigerator or something, and everything just shut off at the same time. It was really trippy, man. You know, it was kind of psychedelic.
Who is going to wrap up tonight's craziness?
Breezy Love.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say an entire intro.
Well, go ahead and do your intro, Lost in Thought.
Well, fuck it. Miss Breezy Love is going to come up next.
No, that's not nice. You can't say fuck it, Breezy Love.
He can't say it. Let him say it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Although I will say this.
Breezy, if you want me to, I'll kick his legs out from under him.
I
Trust
will
me.
say this. In the movie, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, one of my mother's favorite characters was Miss Lady Chablis. And her favorite quote that she always says is, "It's like my mother always used to say, 2 tears in a bucket, motherfuck it."
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Well, apparently it's correct because Birdman's saying yes. So okay.
Well,
But at least we know where their quote is from now.
Joe B was like, did she say it just like that? Because that doesnesn't quite sell it.
No.
No, you said it. You said it way too white.
Yeah. Yes, he did. It didn't work.
It's like you coming up to the microphone wanting to do James Brown and going, "Get up off of that thing." Try to release the pressure.
Jump back. I have to kiss myself.
Jump back. I gotta kiss myself.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know what you are saying.
Get on. Get on
So,
the good foot.
So I can't think of any way to
Tell it like it is, brother.
So I can't think of any way to better end the night than exactly. I love all
Make
of
it
you.
talk.
I love all of you, but shut up, all of you. So
Tell it like it is.
Get no respect.
Oh, so I can't think of any way to better end
Right
this
on, brother.
than all of this than a nice, cool, simple, easy breeze. The nice, cool, simple breeze.
He can't even get that out.
For Miss Breezy. So let's hear it for Miss Breezy Love.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I want to say I'm going to send some extra hugs over there for Lost in Thought. I love you to death. We're rocking this wild here as usual. So I'm sending you extra hugs and love, okay? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can, Breezy.
Yay. Okay. And as a matter of fact, not just Lost in Thought. I'm sending my love to all of you. So,
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
this one is called I Am a Poet. Speaking of who I am, a poet. Yet I do not like to perform. I just want to leave an imprint and do my part. Speaking radically into an impatient crowd. My shyness just might kick in and I won't start. But give me a pen and a pad and I'll commit to a style and a form. Maybe. Just read me. Get lost with me. Speaking of who I am in my heart, I am a writing, eluding you to read. I just want you to take it in, using all the intellect, beginning to the end. Open the windows of wonderment. Imagine your life as imagery, metaphors, and similes. Journey with me into a place where you see. Run your fingers over and under in between my lines and transition. Pause and think. Ponder on the what if. Challenge concepts and question what it really means. Repeat with me. Words or phrases that resonate the relationship between you and I. Get lost with it. The text is so simple. No need to reply. Just read. I am a poem waiting to be performed. One day, maybe, might just muster up the courage. If not, just understand me. Just and then a poet at heart. All right, last piece. I am here. Molded by the hand of the Creator, I am a physical being. I am here positioned like an evergreen. I am rooted. I am here. Once descended with full force, a power like a thunderbolt. I am united. I am here. Crossed over, knowing little of the opposition. Spiritual warfare, yet I am here. Making imprints to be seen on many paved and unpaved streets. No one knows I am here. Yet sometimes my presence is just too bold, holding so strong. I am here. Manifesting what was destined, my Creator called, infusing a natural balance to a natural place of being. I am here, yet indifferent to a place that needs to be affirmed by my imprint. Why I am still here. Thank you.
Yay.
Woo! All right, give it up for Breezy Love.
Miss Breezy Love.
As Ernie B would say, it ain't easy being breezy.
We love you, Miss Breezy Love.
What an excellent way to close out the night.
You know, I actually reminded myself of something else.
What?
I actually reminded myself of something
Huh?
else.
You reminded yourself of something?
It was like an old SNL skit with Jan Hooks when she was playing Liza Minnelli. And as she was saying this, as she was shaking her head back and forth, saying, "It's like my mother always used to say, Liza, call an ambulance."
I'm gonna quit drinking on
Honestly, lost in thought is the reason why I'm sober.
Well, lost in thought just throws it. Oh, okay.
Quit drinking, man.
This is
Yeah. Oh,
Birdman,
man.
this is the reason why I don't drink anymore. I gotta stay on my toes.
I truly understand.
I'm gonna start taking Lane to AA meetings and they'll all stop drinking.
I know. He would be like, what do you call it, methadone or something. Jeez.
That was funny.
All right, so okay, like I said, this has been an actually pretty good night because we started out with one person.
There was
a
musician
well,
here.
Yeah, and then when we first started, and then everyone started streaming in. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, he said, but what was his name? The first guy that played with the deep voice.
Was that Nikki?
Mm-hmm. Nikki.
Okay.
Who?
Okay. Nikki.
Nikki. Okay, well,
Yeah, he was the one sitting there.
I saw him out in the parking lot when I went outside earlier, and he was on the phone and he said, texting, and he said he's going to try to come back more often. He said he works on Sundays a lot.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes he can't make it out, but he's glad that we're here, and he said, yeah, he's going to try to come back. You know, I said, well, as long as they don't shut the city down again, we'll be here.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Jacob, how was the bar tonight?
He's like, meh.
That's when he goes, meh. Okay.
Remember, people, you can still donate to
You could, okay, Ernie.
Yeah, those of you watching online, you can donate to PayPal.me/Kickbutt, PayPal.me/Kickbutt Coffee. If you care to contribute to the coffee shop, you know, $5, $10, $50, whatever
Or you
got.
could go to the bar and buy about 20 cookies to take home. You know.
You do that too.
Or with your smartphone, you can always donate too.
Well, yeah, but that's what the link is about.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna send my carrier pigeon down there to pick up some
Yeah.
things. I'll be all right.
You know, you probably could train a bird to do that, a pigeon. I mean, that's what they do. You know.
Yeah, Birdman. Unless
Yeah.
he doesn't stop in Brenham and eat your cookies. He's like, woo! I'm tired. What the? Ooh, cookies.
Yeah.
See, like, you remember how Speed Racer had that homing bird in his car? You know,
Yeah.
like on the low budget version, you had an actual carrier pigeon, you know, in your car.
But I do have some seagulls that they hungry too, so I might have to send them up there to get something to eat.
Mine?
You can put it on my tab.
Mine.
I don't see too many seagulls that this far inland. Once in a blue moon, you might.
Once in a while, you catch them in a big parking lot.
They like to stay near their ocean, but.
Yeah, but if I tell them to come up there, they'll be up
Yeah,
there.
you're like the master. See, that's when you can say master. You're like the master of pigeons.
Yes.
I mean, of
I feel
seagulls.
I feel like Donald Sutherland and Body Snatchers. Okay. So
They
you
obey
have been,
his will.
So you have been witness to the best, the baddest open mic in the ATX. Spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kickbutt Coffee, Music, and Booze. It's not just an open mic, it is a show, not a show without each and every one of you, including you, Joe B. Thank you and good night.
Hey, y'all have a good week.
Bye,
See you when I
Bill,
see
man.
you.
Bye, Richie. Bye, beautiful Breezy. Bye,
Yeah.
bye. Post the photos, everybody, to prove it really happened.
Yeah, I actually.